Coming up on Eagle Vision News, construction at the Chase Gymnasium.
Abby Brewster reaches a career milestone at Biola.
And guess who's back? Gigi returns to the streets to ask Biola students the hard-hitting questions. All this and more coming up on Eagle Vision News.
Earlier today, both.
Welcome back to the first episode of Season 8. I'm Jeff Woolson.
And I'm Olivia Yatooma.
Olivia, I want you to be ready to put away the sunscreen and take out your sweater because it's the first day of fall.
You know what? This Michigan girl is ready for fall. I have an entire wardrobe of just sweaters. I don't really have a lot of summer outfits, so I'm prepared. This heat wave is
exhausting
too much for
me.
It's exhausting.
Bringing up my gas bill. It's way too much, that's for sure.
No more beach days, though, or will there be? Because it's still California.
It's still California,
Maybe
absolutely.
a few more beach days before winter hits.
Absolutely. On September 22nd, Biola celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month by hosting its annual Fiesta Latina, where students could celebrate the culture and heritage of Hispanic Americans while dismissing any misbeliefs about this wonderful culture. This exciting event offered delicious foods, the tradition of live dancing, and you might have learned the bachata dance.
Biola's Black Student Association and Biola African Student Association presents a Black to School barbecue on September 24 to not only foster a community for Black students on campus, but to celebrate the beginning of a new semester. The Black to School barbecue will take place at the La Mirada Community Regional Park. Everyone is welcome, so don't miss out on an opportunity to embrace a crucial aspect of the Biola community through fellowship, games, and lots of food. Covering more action on campus,
Alice and Alexis have the insider information on what's going on construction-wise by the pool and Chase Gymnasium.
Revamping Biola's campus has its perks, but a recent construction project may be affecting Biola's student athletes. Biola has recently been renovating buildings across campus, but their most recent development is the locker rooms attached to the Chase Gymnasium. Although the construction for this new locker room has many excited for the new space, others are finding it hard to adjust to the inability to use their prior changing spaces after practices. Students are currently unable to use the locker rooms due to the construction, but they are hoping to have them done by the end of this fall semester so students can continue using the facilities again. One alternative being used to make the closure easier for athletes, specifically on aquatics teams, are the tents for the swimmers at the Lansing pool. Now swimmers have the ability to have some privacy while the construction continues to take place surrounding the gym and pool facilities.
We won't have to walk across campus naked, just like in our swimsuits. So there'll be a whole kind of modesty section where we can stop and get dressed and everything.
Although there isn't a clear date for the completion of the facility, the progress of the new locker rooms has increased day by day. As installation and walls are put up, student athletes get closer to new privacy areas. Biola continues to refurbish its campus for current and future students as the new school year goes on. This has been Alexis Marion for Eagle Vision News.
Thank you, Allison and Alexis. You know, I have to say that I actually had an exam be interrupted by all of that loud construction noise, so I can imagine how difficult it must be for those athletes.
You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one, because I was studying for a test, and because of the construction, safe to say it did not go well.
Was it a Spanish test?
That's undisclosed information as we have, but thank you, Alice and Alexis, for that wonderful story. Up next is my partner, Olivia, keeping us all informed with what's trending.
To highlight entertainment news, let's talk about The Little Mermaid. Since Disney released its first look at the 2023 live-action remake of The Little Mermaid, there has been much controversy surrounding actress Halle Bailey portraying Ariel. The reason? She's Black. Hashtags like #NotMyAriel are trending on social media, prompting CNN writer AJ Willingham to release a rebuttal to the hate, titled, quote, "Analysis, a definitive rebuttal to every racist Little Mermaid argument," end quote. The article was released Saturday, September 17, so hop on the internet the next chance you get to see the latest surrounding the film.
Could be part of that
Another popular topic of discussion in entertainment news is the two-part finale of The Bachelorette, which aired Tuesday, September 20. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Was this really the most dramatic season ever? And if The Bachelorette isn't really your speed, maybe you are caught up with the After the Altar episodes of Love is Blind Season 2. Despite both couples who married on the show announcing their divorces prior to the episodes even airing, there is no shortage of drama. I couldn't wrap up my entertainment highlights without drawing attention to social media influencer Trisha Paytas naming her newborn baby girl Malibu Barbie. No further comment. Now switching gears to Queen Elizabeth II, she is trending even after her death. Her funeral took place in London on September 19. According to the BBC, 2,000 people attended Queen Elizabeth's service, including world leaders and heads of state. Following the funeral service, the coffin was taken to the Windsor Castle for a committal service, as well as a private family ceremony. Queen Elizabeth is now buried next to her late husband, Prince Philip, and her parents, George VI and Queen Mother. Now that we're all caught up with what's trending, Jeff has the latest on sports.
Thank you, Olivia. Well, a lot of big headlines around Biola athletics, so let's get right into it. Biola women's soccer taking on Hope International on Saturday. Let's go to the second half. 24-20 left to go in the game. Scored all tied up 1-1. Sarah Moranville, the crossover to Payne Nelson, taking on two defenders and makes it look way too easy. That's the third goal of the year for Nelson as she breaks the tie. Biola now leading. Later on in the second half, Biola had 2-1, 13-20 left in the game. Hope is threatening. Kalia Fregoso with the pass to Sarah Ralston. She wants her second goal of the game, and she has got it. Now we're all tied up at 2-2. This game's getting pretty interesting for an expedition. Later on, 7-11 left to play. Hope is back in Biola territory. This is Olivia Tostado with the pass to, guess who? Sarah Ralston for her third goal of the day. That's a hat trick. Ladies and gents, Hope takes the lead 3-2. Biola's starting to get a little worried here. But if you thought this game was over, you should think again. 4:33 left to play. Biola's ball with the corner kick. That's Haley Ymir taking the kick. And Erica Hagen with the head. Taking the phrase, using your head pretty seriously, if I say so myself. Biola tied it up 3-3, but that's all she wrote on this one as Biola and Hope finish on a draw. Moving over to volleyball, you want to talk about a team player. Let's talk about Abby Brewster. In the game against Dominican, she got her 1,000th assist in her volleyball career, recording 20 in a clean sweep against Dominican. Those, don't worry, those are only her first half assists, as she had 7. But Biola won easily, 75-46. A big congratulations to Abby Brewster. Volleyball playing next on September 21st against Concordia Irvine, then 2 days later on the 23rd against Point Loma. There's a new era in Biola baseball as the Eagles introduced a new head coach. Jesse Rogers was a 10-year assistant coach over at Occidental before accepting the job in August and helped Occidental with a 2016 conference championship and many winning seasons. Rogers said in an interview, quote, "Through the hiring process, it became clear that Biola is where I want to be. The mission and goals of Biola completely resonate with me. Developing these young men to be Christian leaders in the community as well as be a competitive on a national level will inspire me every day. We can't wait to see what Biola baseball has in store for the upcoming season."
Thanks, Jeff. Looks like that internship at ESPN really paid off for you.
I think it did, to say the least, and I could say the same about you, that's for sure.
Thank you so much. I had an internship at a news station, but nothing compared to ESPN.
No, at Michigan, LA, weather's a bit different there though.
Yeah, weather is a bit different in Michigan. I'm still adjusting. Michigan girl in California, what can I say?
Yep. Well, we have our former anchor, Emily Coffey, giving us the latest on this weekly weather.
Thanks, Jeff and Liv. It is so good to be back on the green screen. And might I add, I am so proud of your guys' internships. I know you guys killed it. But it is good to be back in California. I'm standing here on Huntington Beach where the weather is nice and warm. Definitely make sure to take advantage of that before it ends. Let's take a look at our daily outlook. So we're starting at about 63 degrees in the morning, warming up to 78 and back down to 62 this evening. So if you're planning on going out, definitely make sure to grab a jacket. Let's take a look at our national outlook. So on the West Coast, we have about 77 degrees, 61, but we're warming up all the way down to 105 in Arizona. And on the East Coast, we have 80s all the way down to 85 down in southern Florida with some rain. Are we surprised? No. But let's take a look at what this week looks like for California. On Monday, we have 79 degrees and cloudy, but on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you're going to have beautiful temperatures in the mid-80s. And this weekend, you're going to have temperatures all the way up to 87, maybe 90 if we're lucky, so it is a perfect time to grab a friend and go to the beach. Biola students, back to you.
Thanks, Emily. It's so great to have you back. You killed it as always. And staying on the theme of keeping up with all the latest, Hope has an update on Apple.
Thanks, Olivia. Apple held its Far Out event on September 7 to announce the new Apple Watch, AirPods, and iPhone releases. The new iPhone 14 features a dynamic island instead of a notch at the top and comes in 5 new colors. This phone starts at $799. Plus, Pro and Pro Max options are available starting October 7. Also at $799, the new Apple Watch Ultra is one meant for extreme sports. Apple advertised it as running 36 hours on a single charge and 60 hours in extended power mode. They also released Series 8 of their Apple Watches, but according to Wired magazine, the only noticeable addition is a crash detection feature. The new AirPods Pro boast a longer battery life, better noise cancellation and sound quality, and access to satellites where data is unavailable. This is all at $249. Also, users can now charge on an Apple Watch puck for those AirPods and use the Find My app to find any lost AirPods. I know a couple of my friends have lost some. For students, Apple offers a $150 gift card with select Macs and iPads. So we can expect their next event in October for updates to our Mac devices and iPads, and maybe another discount for us students.
Thank you so much, Hope. And it's your first time here on Eagle Vision, so congratulations on making it up to the desk. And I do have to say, my fun fact is I have an Apple iPhone, a 13, and I've yet to break it. So that is my great news of today.
That's awesome. You know, I have to say, I think it looks pretty good for in its shape, and maybe you won't even have to buy the Apple iPhone 14.
Well, let's hope not, because those things are expensive. But back this season, by popular demand, Gigi hits the streets to ask students the ultimate would you rather question. Take a look.
It is the fall semester, and that means Gigi on the Street is back. My name is Gigi Fierro, and today we are asking would you rather questions. It's the first few weeks of school, so we gotta ask the genuine questions. Would you rather only eat cat food or only shop from Slingshot? All right, let's hit the streets. Hi there, I'm here with
Zoe.
Zoe, we're in the first few weeks of school, so I have to ask you, would you rather only eat cat food, fall and spring, or, hey, don't crack under pressure, or only shop through Slingshot?
Eat at the calf.
Okay, all right. Alrighty. Hi there, I'm here with
Chloe.
Becca?
Gracie.
Chloe, Becca, and Gracie. Would you rather only eat cat food for fall and spring, or only shop from Slingshot?
Calf food. Definitely calf food. Calf food.
Calf is popular today. Hi there, I am here with
Kristen. Sophia.
Kristen and Sophia. Would you rather only eat calf food for the whole year, fall and spring, or only shop from the Slingshot bookstore?
That's a tough one, but I'm going to have to go with only eat calf food.
I'm going to go with calf as well because I have a relationship with Mr. Steve and he can get me what I need.
Hi, I'm here with
Faith.
Would you rather only eat calf food or see that hurt? I can tell that was a touchy topic for you.
Yeah.
Or
that's tough.
only shop from Slingshot.
Wow, that is very creative. Those are some creative options. They're both pretty bad. I think I'd have to go with only shop from Slingshot.
That's the first one of the day.
Really?
You know what,
Yeah,
Faith?
I guess I could make a sandwich sometimes. Like, it doesn't have to be the hot food. We'll change the answer to cat food.
Gotcha.
I'll go on the beaten path.
She's converted. Well, those were quite the results. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into this week's Gigi on the Street. If you want to give any suggestions, go to my Instagram, GigiFarrow1, or go to Eagle Vision's Instagram at Eagle Vision. Thank you so much for tuning in. Throwing it back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Gigi. It's good to have you back on the streets, and I'll tell you, that is one heck of a $1 million question right there.
It really is. I've been going back and forth on what I would choose. I think I would have to say cat food because Slingshot would drain my bank account just a bit.
That's true. Is there a third option, though?
The third option, probably cry, I would think.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Cat food is definitely, at least for me, on the up and up. I love the cat food.
Yes.
And that might be a hot take for someone else around there, but
perhaps
it can be
for me,
solid.
I'm not the biggest fan of the cat food.
No?
I am, however, looking forward to senior year when I can get an apartment, make my own food. You have an apartment this year, but
I do.
the boys don't use their kitchen.
No,
That's
I don't
the
know
hot
how to
take.
cook.
He does
Guilty.
not.
Yeah, that's too much confession on the air right now.
But that that is all that we have for you this week. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled for episode 2. I'm Olivia Yatooma.
And I'm Jeff Woolson. You Eagles have a great week.